Pakinggan naman natin mga kababayan, etong reaksyon ni former Senator Antonio Trillanes patungkol po sa nangyari dito po sa Senado mga kababayan, na kung saan etong si Senator Bato ay nakapuslit na. Ano po, so ito pakinggan po natin. Ikinikredit po natin ito sa Newswatch Plus PH. Kanila po yan, hindi po yan natin. Gagawan lamang po natin ng reaction video. I-play na po natin mga kababayan.
Thank you for joining Newswatch Plus. I'm Tristan Ludalo. Shots were fired and now more questions than answers. Authorities are now investigating the gunfire scare inside the Senate building. Malacanang and lawmakers vow to get to the bottom of things. Today's newsmaker, we have former Senator Antonio Trillanes joining us here in the studio. Senator Trillanes, sir, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Tristan.
Okay, sir, let's begin with this development. You have Malacanang and Senate sources confirming that Senator Bato de la Rosa is no longer inside the Senate complex. He reportedly left just hours after gunshots were heard in the building. What do you make of these developments?
First and foremost, it's a very unfortunate event, especially in light of the scuffle last night.
Oh.
And I think it's bad faith on the part of not only Bato, but the Senate majority, headed
Tama.
by Senate President Alan Cayetano, because they made everybody believe that they will have custody of Mr. Bato de la Rosa. So the fact that this happened, it's on them.
It's on them. But given
Ibig sabihin, kasalanan ni Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano at kasalanan ng mga kaalyado niya kung bakit nakatakas etong si Senator Bato de la Rosa at kung bakit nagkaroon ng kaguluhan diyan po sa Senado. Lahat ng yon, walang ibang dapat sisihin kung hindi sila, mga kababayan. Ano po, ituloy pa natin.
the senator's pass, is Senator de la Rosa on the run again from authorities after hiding for months?
We have to assume so. We have to assume so. And now it's on the security forces to rectify that errors of judgment or unfortunate incidents.
If that's the case, who should be held accountable here? Does responsibility fall on government forces or security forces, or should investigators also look into possible help from within De La Rosa's circle or even from his Senate colleagues, sir?
I think from the investigative standpoint, you'll have to assume that everybody could be at fault.
Tama.
And that's the starting point. But from an observer standpoint, it's very obvious that the PNP, for one, has very glaring lapses of security. Then the Sergeant at Arms for instigating that scuffle last night, plus the fact that the protective custody falls on his shoulders. So he should have 24/7 custody of Bato de la Rosa. Then, of course, you have Alan Cayetano, who is using the Senate as an institution
Tama.
to protect and cover for Bato de la Rosa for his retention of power. That's it.
Kumbaga, kung titingnan nyo mga kababayan, talagang kita nyo naman na talagang ginamit ang Senado para protektahan etong si Senator Bato de la Rosa. Ang pinakamatindi pa nga dito mga kababayan, 'di ba, yung protective custody na ibinigay nila, sumobra. Pati pagtakas mga kababayan, talagang ginawa nila ng paraan. Di po ba? Kasi ang tingin dito ng taong bayan, kaya nagkaroon ng ganyan na insidente mga kababayan sa Senado ay para talaga magkaroon ng way itong si Senator Bato na umiska po o pumuslit mga kababayan or tumakas. Ano po? Anyway, tuloy pa natin.
Do you make sense of the timing, sir? Nangyari ang lahat ng to, yung pag-appear ni Senator Bato, pagpapalit ng liderato, and of course, an upcoming impeachment. How would you describe the timing?
It's all planned. These things did not happen at random. They wanted Bato to appear so that they can change the leadership in the Senate, so that they can control the proceedings for the impeachment. And you can not rule out anything at this point, because knowing Alan Cayetano, you will have to be careful, and you'll have to, the last thing that any person would do as far as Alan Cayetano is concerned is to believe him.
Tama.
Speaking of not ruling out anything, the NBI and the Philippine National Police are saying that it is also possible, sir, that the Senate standoff was staged or as a diversionary tactic. If that's the case, who stands to benefit and what could be the motive?
We saw the footages last night, it was obviously staged. They knew that the NBI agents were at the GSIS premises. It's not within the Senate premises. And there is nothing in the rules of engagement of the Sergeant at Arms that they can fire at legitimate authorities. They have identified themselves as NBI agents. They are not entering the Senate, and yet he fired upon them.
Diyan magkakaproblema. Mga kababayan. Ito pong si Aplaska. Kasi 'di ba unang-una, alam naman natin talaga na ang NBI yan ay talagang legit na otoridad at talagang masasabi po natin na yan po talaga ang isa sa tagapagpatupad ng batas. Nakakapagtaka dito kay Aplaska, kahit sinabi na ng NBI na kami ay taga-NBI, talagang challenge niya pa na magbaba ng armas at nung hindi magbaba ng armas, pinutukan niya. So magkakaroon siya ng problema dyan mga kababayan.
So there was a scenario, and then they made sure that the media covered that situation, and it was broadcasted all over the world. And while after it happened, here comes the senators on cue saying that the Senate was under attack. There was never a situation that the Senate was attacked by anybody. But that was to draw sympathy from the public and strengthen their position with the pending cases in the Supreme Court.
So sa dulo nito, sino sir ang makikinabang?
Si Bato and the group of the Dutertes, especially in light of the upcoming impeachment.
Help us understand, sir, because Malacanang
Diba?
and NBI are saying that the Senate Sergeant at Arms fired the first shot. Na nagresponde lang po yung NBI agents of another warning shot, but then
May nakita nga ako dito mga kababayan, hindi ko kasi mabuksan, sa Regit naman yon. Asan ba yon? Wait nga lang. Na talagang mag-classmate talaga sila. Sana lumabas. Ito yan. Subukan nating i-visit Ayun. Buti nakisama ngayon. Kaso hindi na to mazo-zoom. Hindi ko kasi mabuksan kanina. Yan 'Di ba kung makikita nyo, kaklase talaga ni Bato si Aplaska. Si Aplaska. Ayan Yung nandito sa may iyan, yung nasa may gilid na yan. And then kung makikita nyo, ayan 'di ba? Yan hindi lang kaklase, kaibigan pa mga kababayan ni Senator Bato. Ito pong si Aplaska. Kaya talagang didepensahan at ipagtatanggol yan ni Aplaska mga kababayan. Ayan 'Di ba? Ayan kasama ni Senator Bato dati. 'Di ba si Aplaska? Buti nga nakasama to nabuksan. Yan yung isang patunay mga kababayan na handa talagang depensahan ni Aplaska etong si Senator Bato kahit na mali na. Kahit na mali na yung pinaglalaban nila. Anyway, tuloy pa natin.
Then, yung karamihan po ng mga pinaputok ay galing sa Senate Sergeant at Arms. Sino nagbibigay, sir, ng call or nagbibigay ng go signal na ipaputok nyo na yan? Was it coming from the Senate leadership or it's the call of the Sergeant at Arms?
It's the call of the Sergeant at Arms. But obviously, he had prior coordination with the senators.
Hindi, eto maliwanag din mga kababayan. Kinausap ni Aplaska etong si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Sinabi naman ni Aplaska kanina yan.
Because they were expecting this. If you saw the footages, after the formation, they went to that specific spot and they started firing. Without any verbal altercation even, they just started firing. So, I think...
Was it unusual?
It's staged, obviously. It's not only unusual, it's obviously staged.
Okay. Some are also connecting the Senate Sergeant at Arms, Mau Aplaska, as a mista of Senator Bato de la Rosa at the Philippine Military Academy. Is there a possible connection between what happened last night and their pinagmula?
Obviously, General Aplaska was handpicked by the new Senate majority precisely to do the bidding of Bato de la Rosa and company. So, hindi yan nangyari by chance. That's the first thing they did so that they can fully control the Sergeant at Arms.
Nadidismaya po ba kayo, Senator, that you have reporters, civilians there? If it was indeed staged, nag-cause pa to, sir, ng unnecessary panic and of course the risk that it has brought to civilians and journalists covering there?
Kaya nga, it's very responsible. Talagang they put up a show. They made sure that the media covered it, narinig yung mga putukan. It's an international scandal.
Tama.
And na alam nilang i-cover, at i-broadcast all over para ipakita lang na parang inaapi sila. Pero when the smoke cleared, wala naman nang aapi sa kanila.
Tama.
Sila ang pumuputok, di ba? At yun na nga, it's highly irresponsible nung nitong si General Aplaska. And siguro kailangan reviewin din kung ano naging participation nito when he was still with the PNP. Kasi yung mga ganyan, hindi ka magtataka kung bakit libo-libo yung nangamatay sa EJK. The way he made his decisions last night, grabe.
Okay. Senator, you have Interior Secretary John Vic Remulla also who also went there.
Yun yung pinakamahirap dito, mga kababayan. Kapag ka pinagtuunan ng pansin ni former Senator Antonio Trillanes etong si Aplaska, kapag ka inalam kung ano yung naging partisipasyon nito dun sa madugong pakikipaglaban ng Duterte administration sa ipinagbabawal na bato, baka mapasunod din to kay Senator Bato de la Rosa sa dahig. Baka dalawa na sila, saglip na si Bato lang ang nagtatago, baka pati siya, mga kababayan, madamay sa problema ni Senator Bato. Kaya nga kung tutusin, maling-mali talaga yung ginawa niya kahapon, kagabi, mga kababayan, na kung saan porket hindi lang nagbaba ng armas etong taga-NBI, pinutukan niya na. Maling-mali po yun.
To check, but he reiterated that he will not carry out an arrest of Senator Bato de la Rosa. You have PNP Chief Nartates also there, but there's a looming arrest warrant. Was this a missed opportunity on their part to implement the warrant?
Alam mo, suko na ako dito kay Secretary John Vic. If you think at one point, he cannot top yung incompetence niya. Talagang he keeps on outdoing himself. And grabe yun. Sinabi niya kahapon, he's there to protect Bato.
Tama!
If you're there to protect Bato, ba't nakalusot sa'yo? Paano mo siya mapoproteksyonan? So, I give up on the guy.
Okay. But ngayon,
Ayan. Mr. President, sana mapakinggan niyo ang panawagan ng mga kababayang Pilipino natin. Sobra-sobra na yung pagiging incompetent ni Secretary John Vic Remulla. Kaya nga para sa akin, mga kababayan, much better na palitan ng mas fit dyan sa pagiging sekretary ng DILG. Hindi yung puro press con lang. Ang kailangan kasi ng taong bayan yung tumatrabaho. Yung tumatrabaho at may nagagawa. Hindi yung puro press con at papugi lang. Kita nyo, kahit si former Senator Antonio Trillanes, talagang suko na dito kay Secretary John Vic.
Ayun sir, sino na po ang dapat mag-take over in locating Senator De La Rosa? Because he was placed under Senate protective custody. Does the Senate's responsibility end there? Or dapat po mag-take over na yung security officials in locating Bato?
It's the primary responsibility of the security officials. Alam naman natin yung capacity ng Senate, very limited yan. Pero kung
Sabi nga ni Ansel Mose, ang alam po namin, warning shot 3 lang. Sa akin nga, pagkakaalam ko, 1 to 2 lang Pinakamataas, siguro hanggang 4. Pero yung sobrang sunod-sunod na iba na yung gusto mong ipahiwatig doon. Hindi ka na nagwa-warning noon. Gusto mo na sabayan, ika nga.
kumbaga, dapat dito, all hands on deck, it should be a nationwide manhunt for Bato de la Rosa. Pero kung kung gusto talaga nilang gawin.
Sa pakiramdam niyo po ba sir, hindi gusto gawin ni Secretary Remulla?
Hindi
Alam
talaga.
niya, 6 months ago na may warrant
Hindi talaga.
He sat on it He never made any effort to locate Bato de la Rosa the past 6 months. Tapos when he boasted about having a dragnet over the weekend, nakalusot sa kanya, nakaabot sa Senado. Tapos ngayon na nakapalibot na sila sa Senado, ando doon na pinpoint na si Bato de la Rosa, pinalusot ulit. So,
Ay, Ma'am She, mega love shoutout at saka kay Amira.
yun na.
So
Pero,
you don't see any value doon sa, di ba, nung dinismantle daw po nila yung dragnet because dahil nasa Senate na, and then ngayon i-revive nila ulit yung subpoena to investigate Senator De La Rosa on extrajudicial killings. What's the point of the subpoena?
yun na, meron daw subpoena, pero nung nandoon na, kinancel yung subpoena. Ngayon wala na, i-revive yung subpoena. Alam mo, at this point in time, hindi na ako na-frustrate kay Secretary John Vic kasi zero expectations na ako sa kanya
Tama.
So, yun na yun.
Do you have
Kahit ako, mga kababayan, ganun din yung nakikita ko kay Secretary John Vic. Talagang zero expectation na talaga. Ibig sabihin, wala na talagang pag-asa, mga kababayan, na magkakaroon to ng accomplishment. Kita nyo ba? Ang daming mga malalaking pugante. Ang hindi niya maaari-aresto, mga kababayan, yung kay Harry Roque. 'Di ba? Inuuto-uto na lang siya ni Harry Roque. Pero hindi niya maaresto si Harry Roque. 'Di ba sabi niya dati ilalagay sa ilalagay sa Interpol, palalagyan ng red notice, tapos siya mismo ang aaresto kay Harry Roque hanggang sa pinagtawanan na siya ni Harry Roque, mga kababayan, sa pagiging incompetent niya. wala pa siyang nagagawa.
You have an appeal to, let's say, President Marcos on this particular incident.
No, I think at this point in time, hindi na dapat umabot sa level ng presidente yan.
Tama.
Dapat kaya na nilang gawin yan.
Okay. Senator, isa po talaga sa naging malaking balita nitong linggo ay yung pagpunta nyo sa Senado kung saan dala nyo po yung arrest warrant from the International Criminal Court, which the ICC later on confirmed to be authentic and na-unseal din po yung arrest warrant. Siguro po isa sa tanong ng publiko, what pushed you to go there and present the arrest warrant, and then bakit po kayo ang nauna?
Ganito po, no? May rumors na mag-a-appear si Bato de la Rosa sa Senado. At alam ko na may pending warrant siya. So, I went there because may personal request sa akin si Bato de la Rosa. Nasamahan ko yung arresting team. So, I went there. Di ba? Ngayon, the NBI was there to serve that warrant.
Ayun yung pinakamagandang paliwanag dito mga kababayan ng warning shot. Etong kay Kuya Ricky. Sabi niya dito, correct ka Jake, 4 times lang. 1 is enough. 2 is too much. 3 is dangerous. And 4 is poisonous. Yan yung sabi dito mga kababayan. Kasi ang pagkakaalam ko po dyan hanggang lang pinakamataas na yung 4. Pero kalimitan kasi ng warning shot talaga mga kababayan, isa lang. Di ba halimbawa ganito, bibigyan ko kayo ng isang senaryo ha. Halimbawa meron kang malawak na lupa. Ngayon doon sa lupa mo, may pumasok na taga-ibang lugar. At kinukuha yung mga tanim, halimbawa may mga tanim ka doon saging. Kinukuha yung saging mo. Yung saging na tanim mo mga kababayan. Yung bunga nun. So ngayon, syempre malayo ka. Hindi mo naman kayang habulin yun kasi nga medyo malayo ka. Ang gagawin mo, para umalis yung tao na yon, kung may dala kang armas at kung may lisensya yung armas mo, magwa-warning shot ka ng isa. At yun, tatakbo na yon mga kababayan. Malamang sa alamang. Tatakbo na yon. So ganun dapat ang ginawa ni kung warning shot lang yon, dapat isang putok lang. Kaso ang dami, sunod-sunod daw
Kaso nagwa-wonder yung media, bakit ando doon yung NBI to arrest? Anong basis? So I took the warrant from the NBI and I showed it to the media para mapaliwanag kung ano nangyayari. So kanila yung kinuha ko sa kanila di ba? So yun. At na-explain ko na may warrant. Ngayon, they were doubting the authenticity of the warrant. Bakit ando doon yung NBI? Hindi ba yung NBI yung first na mag-verify ng authenticity nun?
Tama.
When they have authenticated it, they mobilized teams para i-enforce yun. So, yun lang yun. Ganun lang po kasi.
So to be clear, the copy of the warrant did not come from you na pinadala ng ICC, di ba? Ganun yung mga parang speculation din online. But it was the NBI who's serving the arrest warrant.
Yes. And ito yan, alam niyo yung mga ganong issue? Parang sidebar yun, in light of everything. Buti sana kung hindi in-authenticate ng ICC. Then you can question all of these things.
Ang problema nga, 'di ba, sa website mga kababayan ng International Criminal Court, talagang sinasabi nila na etong si Senator Bato talaga may warrant of arrest na. Nasan ba 'yon? International. Ayan Sabi nga dito, ICC Office of the Prosecutor welcomes ang sealing of arrest warrant for Ronald de la Rosa in the situation in the Philippines mga kababayan. Ayan nag-post sila. Ayan ibig sabihin meron talaga. Mali yung sinasabi ni Alan Peter Cayetano na walang warrant of arrest o walang arrest warrant. Ayan mismong ipinost mga kababayan ng ng page ng International Criminal Court. Ayan Follow ko na nga para madali. Ayan. 'Di ba? So anyway, balik tayo dito.
Pero na-authenticate naman, meaning legit yun, whether it came from me, it came from them. That's beside the point. Ang point nito is they prevented the serving of the warrant. So that by itself is a crime, obstruction of justice yun. Yung pagtakas ni Bato doon sa mga NBI agents, resisting arrest yun, that should be another crime. Nung paghawi niya doon sa mga female NBI agents who treated him with respect as a senator, hinawi niya. So assaulting a person of authority yan. So ang daming krimen na ginawa doon. And I hope all these charges would be filed at some point.
Against whom?
Against Bato. Then yung mga nag-prevent ng arrest kay Bato, si Cayetano, di ba? He used the institution to prevent the serving of a valid warrant. Yun.
Okay. So pwede po silang makasuhan, sir?
Dapat kasuhan.
Sinong dapat magkaso?
Dapat NBI.
Okay.
Tama.
Sir, sabi po ni Senator Risa Ontiveros, ito pong nangyari na to ay this happened because of a man who doesn't want to face who simply doesn't want to face the law. That's it. That's the whole story. Do you agree with this sentiment?
Most definitely. No? And it's ironic na PNP chief siya. When he was PNP chief, napakasiga niya. Tapos he wanted everybody to follow him. In fact, shortcut niya yung proseso. He started killing people using the PNP.
Tama.
Tapos nung siya na ngayon ang nasa-subject doon sa batas na yan, ngayon tumatakbo siya. He's a genuine coward and the whole country saw that.
Beyond Senator
Talagang literal na tunay na duwag. Talagang literal na tunay na duwag etong si Senator Bato kasi dati yabang-yabang niya, tapang-tapangan siya. 'Di ba mga kababayan, pagkasama niya si Digong dati, tapang-tapangan siya. Minsan nga dinuduro pa niya yung mga kasamahan niyang pulis. Tapos ang ginagawa niya mga kababayan, pag hindi sumusunod sa kanya, ipinapatapon niya sa Mindanao. Ganyan po kasiga si Bato dati. Ngayon, yung nakikita nating siga-sigaan dati, eto na. 'Di ba? Umiiyak, tumatakbo ng mabilis, nagtatago sa saya ng Senado at tinutulungan naman ng kanyang mga kaalyadong senador.
De La Rosa, should we expect more arrest warrants coming from the ICC for the other indirect co-perpetrators, sir, dito sa crimes against humanity charges?
Yes, because the investigations of the ICC are still ongoing, and this is just my assessment, personal assessment. I think Senator Bongo is up next, then probably General Albayalde. So, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon, probably a few months down the road.
How about Vice President Sara Duterte, sir?
No, I don't see that happening. There's not enough evidence or corroborating evidence to meet the threshold or to surpass the threshold of certainty of conviction that's set by the ICC prosecutors.
Well, the ICC is moving closer to a trial for former President Rodrigo Duterte, but as we all know, the development there was that his defense counsel withdrew and he was replaced by another veteran lawyer, Peter Haynes. How confident are you that this case could still lead to a conviction despite a new legal counsel for Duterte?
I think the problem of Duterte is not the lawyers per se. It's the truth. Because everybody saw that, especially here in the country. Those who were at a certain age and conscious enough, all of us are aware that the extrajudicial killings happened by the thousands, and they were even bragging about it. It was even part of the accomplishments of the government.
Tama.
So, in fact, the same set of declarations, admissions, were the ones used. So, I don't see any magic happening here by the new lawyer.
Okay.
Ayan. 'Di ba mga kababayan, kita niyo yung mga paliwanag dito ni former Senator Antonio Trillanes, kasi kung titingnan talaga natin ang mas may kasalanan diyan, walang iba kung bakit nakatakas. Una si Senator Bato ay eto pong Senado. Ano po kasi unang-una kaya naman hindi talaga inaaresto ng NBI yan at ng ating mga kapulisan dahil nga merong usapan ng NBI mga kababayan na talagang puprotektahan muna ng Senado hanggat hindi pa lumalabas yung TRO na hinihingi ng kampo ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. Pero dahil nga naglabas ng resolusyon ng Korte Suprema na pinagpapaliwanag yung kampo ni Senator Bato at saka ng gobyerno, hindi muna siya pwedeng arestuhin. At saka nangako si Alan Peter Cayetano sa NBI mga kababayan na kapag ka dumating na nga yung time na hindi paboran yung TRO ni Senator Bato, isusurrender nila sa NBI eto pong si Senator Bato. Pero ang nangyari, dahil nga binigyan nila ng protective custody, napasubra yung pagbibigay nila na yon dahil nga hinayaan nila na makatakas eto pong si Senator Bato de la Rosa. At ang may pananagutan niyan ay walang iba kung hindi ang Senado. Kung tutuusin nga yung ginawa talaga ng Senado, yung ng mga senador, talagang maliwanag mga kababayan na obstruction of justice yan at dapat po talaga silang makasuhan ng NBI. So kayo, mga kababayan, kung kayo po tatanungin, ano po ang masasabi ninyo hinggil po dito sa mga sinabi ni former Senator Antonio Trillanes patungkol po sa pagtakas ni Senator Bato de la Rosa diyan po sa Senado mga kababayan? So ano po ang comment at opinion po ninyo hinggil po dito sa mga topic na ito na hinimay po natin? So comment below na lamang po